Hi there and welcome to Geek Legion of Doom Marvel DVD and Blu-ray limited editions, collectors, versions and variants. So today we're going to be looking at Blade Trinity. So Blade Trinity was probably the, generally speaking, people's least favourite out of the three Blade films. I didn't think it was quite as bad as some people think, but I'd probably agree it's the weakest of the three films. Anyway, so let's get started having a look at some of the versions that are available for this particular film. Now this film has really two versions available, first of all. So this is the standard version, and it also has an extended cut. So there's some sort of versions to be had on both of them. So this is the standard release in the UK of the original version on DVD, the theatrical version, 2-disc. And then what you have is the extended version. Now, what's important to note here are Jessica Biel and Ryan Reynolds' position here, because in a few of the different versions that you'll get, they'll look quite similar, but these two guys all change position. So that's the extended version in the UK. Now, this is the Chinese version. As you can see, it's a similar picture, probably the same photo shoot, and this one you've actually got Blade in a different position as well. But again, you've got Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel have actually swapped sides, and they're in a different position. So this one has a card sleeve. Quite a nice picture, obviously quite different from the UK version. And you've certainly, I think you've Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel are a bit more in focus, and you've got a lot more of a misty background on this one, so it's quite cool. And then at first glance, this will appear very, very probably the same to the untrained eye as the first version, but this is actually the Italian version. And as I mentioned, you've got Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel here in a different position, although Wesley Snipes is in the same position on this one. So this is actually obviously a different version. So if I show you here, you'll see here that they've actually got their weapons lowered, and obviously you haven't got the extended banner going across it either. So that is the Italian version. What you've got next is a French version with a completely different cover. Obviously a close-up with of just Wesley Snipes' face here. Although it's quite a good picture, I do quite like this. So this one I believe is just the theatrical cut rather than extended version, however. Next up, we have another Italian release. This one was a limited edition version. It has the same sleeve as the other one inside, but it's a card slip case with, again, another version, another shot of Wesley Snipes. It's quite nice. Then you've got a steelbook version. Obviously, the same cover as the UK version, aside from it hasn't got obviously the extended sash across the actual picture itself. Then you have the same graphics on the Blu-ray version, which I think is a Dutch release. Okay. Now finally, what I have, now I don't normally collect box sets, to be honest with you. Because I'm not so keen on sort of, you know, I always think that collections of films, they just have, when a new film comes out, you get a different collection. It just seems a bit of a rip-off to me. And there are a few other versions of the Blade Trinity box set, but this one I quite liked. And there was actually another version which I quite like as well, which is a Japanese version, which actually came with a NECA figure, which is extremely rare. It was only limited to Japan, and I think about 1,000 pieces, and that was only released in Japan. I'll try and put a picture at the end of the video if you hang on to the end. But this one's a Dutch version. And what's cool about this one, obviously you've got the graphics of the sword going across here, and then what you do, you sort of pull it out and it looks like he's drawing the sword. So it's kind of quite cool. So you pull this out. Obviously what you have, you've got the entire Blade film franchise here. you've got a 1-disc version of Blade 1, and then 2 discs for Blade 2, 2 discs for Blade Trilogy. And what you also get is a little brochure basically giving you some details and some pictures of all three Blade movies. So I quite like this one. It's fairly scarce, to be honest with you. It doesn't come up all that often. So if you do see it, make sure to pick it up, because it's fairly thin on the ground. Doesn't really have anything on the back, it's just a plain back. Now, if you stay to the end of the video, I'll try and put a couple of images of some of the other versions that I know you can get. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. See you later.